G'day and welcome to Nice Drop of Port. We are live out of Lilyworld in Mount Smart before the Wellington Phoenix Auckland FC derby. We are very excited to be live. We're here. Matthew's here on the bench.
Thank you very much. I'm here.
Welcome, Matt. We've got a very rowdy bunch next to us, but that's the point of being here.
Yeah.
And also Nick Becker, Chief Executive of Auckland FC. Welcome, mate.
Gentlemen, thank you for having me.
Wow. You must be pumped on a day like today.
I mean, it's awesome, isn't it? Look at it. It's blue skies. The atmosphere's already starting to ramp up. Record crowd, like the biggest in-season crowd ever in the A-League. So we have 27,009 is looking like the number. 09 is the number that will be here.
That's official.
Well,
Legit.
look, this is the rumours I'm hearing. It's coming through. It will be official by the end of the day, but you heard it here. Drop of the port, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there's the first exclusive. 2709. That's the record ever for a football match here.
In season.
In season.
Yeah. The finals have been bigger. There's been some bigger internationals, but in terms of a in-season football match, there's never been a bigger one.
Great stuff. And what can you tell us about the team and inside the camp, Nick? I mean, I know they probably do their own thing when you duck in and out, but can you give us anything?
Yeah, I mean, I spend a lot of time with them, and look, I've been in and around football for 20 years, and the vibe in this group, I honestly say, it's one of the best I've ever seen, if not the best. And they are, you see that out there, what's so important in a salary cap league is that you get that togetherness, you get the team actually playing as a team. You can't have a team of individuals, it just doesn't work. And these guys are phenomenal. They play for each other, they hang out with each other in their own time, so it's a real show of unity.
Any sort of nerves or pressure felt because of what a big game this is?
Look, they want to achieve a number of milestones this season, right? And this is one, and this is probably their first one that they see as the kind of list of things to go on and do. Like to win the New Zealand, have that. First of all, that rivalry has been fantastic. The build-up of it, they've been fantastic games. Cheers. And to be 2-0 up in effectively a 3-match series is a good position to be in, right?
Yeah.
And we want to be the first team to win all the derbies in the first season.
Well, we've broken a lot of records already. I mean, you're like, the team's 5 points clear of this league.
Yes.
And we've done the calculations on this, like most teams who get into the playoffs, they get 36 points. That's a minimum. We're already there, Nick. Could you ever in your wildest dreams have imagined this?
Oh, no. If you had said this to me or I'd kind of tried to preempt it before the season started, you would have called me mad or I would have called you mad, right? Like it's been a great start. We haven't won anything yet, so we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but mate, we're in the right position. We're doing what we said we'd do. We said we're not here to make up the numbers, and we've shown that, right?
And we were just having a look at Hirokai Sake's dressing gown earlier today.
Yeah.
Was that always in the plan?
Yeah, what was that all about?
Here we go. We've got a bit of noise coming in. It's getting very lively down here at Lilyworld. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, the dressing gown.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Hirokai, so what a signing, to get him to re-sign 2016.
I mean, I think it goes back to that first piece of he's really happy here, but he's in the team and he's our leader. He's a leader on the pitch, off the pitch as well.
Yeah.
He's one of the most humble, wonderful human beings you'll meet, and you come across people like this in life, and they're just really genuine, really authentic. And when he says he loves it here, he absolutely means it. His family is so settled here. Yeah. And that was a big thing of re-signing him. He came out here on a 1 year. We always sort of said if it works out, we'd like to keep you for longer.
Yeah.
And he, it shows that we got it done so quickly. That's true to it too,
Yeah, I wonder what the setup there was. Was it like come over for a year, see how you go, just settle in?
Yeah.
He's bought into it, hasn't he? He's fully into it.
Totally. I mean, it's the same thing when we're trying to sell the club to a commercial partner, right?
Yeah.
Before we actually kick the ball, it's a concept, it's a dream. We're telling them what we're going to do, but we haven't actually done anything.
Yeah, sure.
Same thing when you're recruiting players, right? Like that, they want to know that this club's serious, it's well-resourced, it's got the right ambition.
Yeah.
We've shown it to that playing group. They know that now, and they all want to stay.
Yeah, I think him signing for another year is going to make it a lot easier to sell it to whoever you look to recruit for the next season.
Exactly.
Yeah, if he's sticking around for 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we'd like, who knows? It could be longer. Like it's.
Okay.
We'd love to see, players like Hiroki. They could be a big part of this club for years to come.
Plenty of legs, I think. There, yeah. I think he'll be all right. Yeah. Keep him going
by the way,
right hand side.
By the way, that's not his house, so don't turn up at that house. I've seen a few people go, I know where Hiroki
That's
lives
got to
now.
be a Ponsonby Mount Eden house, right?
Yeah.
That's where he
Is that
was.
Is that a bluff though? Is that a double? Yeah.
Is that a bluff?
Yeah.
No. I know the person who lives there, and it's not Hiroki.
Okay,
I just love how warm and snuggly his dressing gown looked. But
It's great, isn't it?
this time of year, though, I was like, oh, it's,
Yeah.
reminds
Some
me.
people can pull off a dressing gown. He's definitely one of those people.
Yeah, he was rocking it.
Yeah.
Well, what can you tell us about today? It's another massive game. Like, are we going to win today, Nick? Is it kind of
We're going to win today. I think it's going to be niggly. I think you look at Wellington. Let's be honest, they're in 11th place. They're not probably having the season that they want to have. So this is a really big game for them. They take the sort of, if they get 8 points or more today, it's massive for them. So they're going to want to come out. They'll start fast and furious. I reckon they'll be going in hard. They'll be niggle. Our guys will be ready for it, right? We talked about it during the week. It's like this is going to be a game that starts quickly. But we've got a good record here, other than the one blemish before Christmas. We won't talk about that.
That's my only live game.
It's the only game.
It's the only game I've been to
over there.
Yeah.
This guy's a TV
It's
addict.
the only game. I walked out of the stadium after that and thought,
He's the curse.
how they won every other game?
Why don't you just stay in Lilyworld?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Really hoping that it means a lot to me today.
No, I mean, this place has been a fortress for us, and I think the kind of Wellington will know that.
Yeah.
That we've stuck their fans up in the up at the top of the stand again to go
Get
and wind
them
them up. The port is going to be immense.
Give them some stick, I reckon.
Yeah.
They'll be getting some
Yeah,
stick.
they'll be getting serious stick.
What does a chief executive day look like today then, Nick? Like, do you catch up with your opposite number? Is that's
Yeah, I mean, I'll catch up with Domi. Domi and I have a really good working relationship, and so I'll meet him probably around about 3 o'clock, couple hours before the game, have a chat, shake hands. We'll never meet after the game.
Okay, right.
No one's
Sometimes
interested
they
in
do that in football. There are moments.
more the managers.
more
Managers,
the manager.
Yeah.
I don't want to see my counterpart. I'm either going to be.
Oh, you might want it.
Well, yeah,
He won't want it.
exactly.
Only if it's a draw, is it okay?
And then much of my days, I'll go and check in with the team, with Steve. But they've got their routine. They're militant. They know what they do at every minute of the way. Check in with the host broadcaster, and then I spend a lot of time with our commercial partners. We've got a big room in our VIP lounge today. We've got the Prime Minister's coming along.
Oh, wow.
We've got a number of kind of other sort of quite high profile guests.
That's why we couldn't get a box, Matthew.
Yeah, I know.
They're fully taken, eh?
I have a. And I think we can mention sponsors, can't we? We can mention Anchor on here. So
we love Anchor.
I have a friend who works at Anchor, and I thought I might be able to get a box seat, but hasn't come through, unfortunately. I think everyone wants them today. Yeah.
No, absolutely all sold out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and people are paying top dollar. So
They put me out of my vision.
A couple of paupers like us.
Only in
We've
the
got no
week,
chance.
Well, there's no comps, There's we'll be charging the PM for being here today.
Yeah.
And you got other ones like there's some good and great of New Zealand sport. Dan Carter's coming along. He loves it.
Wow.
He brings his boys along all the time.
Yeah,
so,
right.
They're football obsessed.
Yep.
And it's kind of it's really, and he loves it. He loves to experience the atmosphere and just see something different. But mainly he loves the fact that his boys are so into it. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Any other celebs? Dan Carter, Prime Minister.
Oh, look, I don't have the list in front of me, but yeah.
Flying in from the four corners.
Right, yeah.
We saw Jesse Mulligan of radio and TV fame just skulking around the entrance for the last derby.
They all want to be here.
They don't want to commit, but they're like, I want to get in. I want to get in.
It's the hottest second in town, isn't it?
It's hot in here. Any advice for the gingers today?
Mate.
Far out.
Stay out of the sun. Wear a big hat.
Yeah.
It's slip, stop, and slap. Eh?
Yeah, I think so. All right, mate. Well, we'll let you go, Nick. Thank you very much for coming.
Always a pleasure. Great to see you both.
Yeah,
thanks for the time.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. All right, we'll let you slip off. Nice one. That was Nick Becker, Chief Executive of Auckland FC.
Cool.
Thank you, Ian. Thanks, Ian. Cheers, bud. Bud. All right, time for a little bit of something else. Well, it's interesting to hear of the Dan Carter here with his boys.
Yeah. I wonder if Dan's a bit worried. Kind of his son's coming down. I'm sure that he would. He'd prefer him to follow the rugby route. Maybe a bit of football,
Switch to the football, I reckon. Switch to the football.
Yeah.
Enough of it. All right, talking about football, we've got a football expert pundit coming on, our very own Robbie. is joining us from Sydney. Sorry, mate, no flights out today?
No, unfortunately, couldn't make it out there this time. But I've got my daughter with me. So hi, Mackenzie. Say hi. Say wave.
Live from Auckland.
She doesn't know where to look.
In 2 hours in the future.
Although I do admit she is in a yellow dress today, but just ignore that. That was just her choice. She decided on her favourite dress.
Yeah,
it just happens
okay.
to be yellow.
Yeah, we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide for now. You can have a word with her when you come off, but we'll let it slide.
Robbie, it's another big derby, mate. Like, I kind of have in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's the third derby with like the first two we sort of smashed.
Yeah.
What do you think Wellington's chances are of coming here today and giving us a bloody nose?
Oh, I don't know about their chances. Like, if you just go on the face of it, it's going to be hard for them because they've struggled in front of goal. Just in terms of pure footballing, that you don't know where the goals necessarily are coming from. That's their biggest problem right now. Like last weekend's game against Victory, 4 shots on goal, just 1 shot on target. They really struggled. They did get better with Rufa when he came on. He is in a class of his own, and you can see he makes such a massive difference when he's on the park. So I think he's going to be there from the start today. That's going to be a big inclusion. But you want to go to the park? I want to go to that park over there. They're playing football today.
Oh, it's a family affair.
Anyway.
It's a family affair.
How good's being a dad?
Anyway,
Ice lolly time.
I think
it's nearly that time.
I don't know if you heard Nick earlier, but I kind of agree with him. I think they're going to come out hard. I think they're going to come out fast. I think that is the from games that I've seen before where the other team have kind of suffered previously in a previous fixture. Usually, I think the other team will want to try and stamp on it and come out quick. Yeah, that's how I think.
There'll be some bruised egos in that Phoenix squad, right? Some bruised egos.
Yeah, I think
they'll really be looking for some sort of revenge.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a blueprint with Western United. Western United. I thought, obviously they're the only game that I've come to see live, but you could see that they came out quite hard, quite fast, got in the face, didn't let Auckland, set on 20 rhythm. I really think that's how Wellington have got to go about it, really.
Oh, 100%. They've got a massive point to prove. You don't want to be swept, having lost the 2 previous derbies. They don't want to go 0-3 in this fixture. I think they need to make a point for themselves, let alone just this fixture alone, because they need a result to stay in the race for finals anyway. And like I mentioned, that previous result against Victory, and then a couple of weeks before that, they just need to make a statement. So that's potentially the banana skin for Auckland today. This is going to be a very fired up Wellington side. There's no mistake about that. They're going to be coming out strong. They're as close to full strength as possible, even with a couple of them. They've still got some long-term injuries, but of who's left, it's pretty strong. They've got Rojas back potentially on the bench. I think he'll have an impact today. He's come in ahead of schedule from his ankle injury. I think we'll see a bit of the new Portuguese signing at some stage as well. He'll provide a real spark for them. And hopefully you got all that with my dodgy internet.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the Auckland team news? Do we know much about how we're going to line up yet?
Oh, well, the official team news won't come out until about an hour before kickoff, but Verstraete, I think, will come straight back in from that 1-game suspension. I reckon he'll probably. You want to play? I want to play football too. I know, it's a big day.
Trying to do the team news here.
Yeah, I know. In the yellow dress and all. So I think Verstraete will come straight back in. I think Gallegos will come back out because the parts around that team have been pretty strong. And that team has been performing well. So I expect that to be the only change. And Alex Paulson is in line to play his 50th A-League game as well. So he'll be fired up, and of course it's against his old team.
Do we say Nando's back in the lineup?
Yeah, because Nando started last week against Western.
Yeah,
he was a bit of a surprise inclusion from that ankle injury, but he didn't look out of place at all, even coming back from a pretty strong ankle injury. But he should be all right today. Why do you want yellow?
We know what Auckland's about, don't we? We know how they want to set up. We know what goalkeeper they want. We know the back four they want.
Well, our game is to keep possession and kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't bore the opposition into submission, but we we don't like to let them play, do we?
Well, that's right. That's why I think that they're going to have to really. I think they're going to come at them hard at the beginning. I think Auckland would love to be able to see, the first 10, 15 minutes, keep the ball, 55, 60 opposition or something at the beginning, take the fire out of the game. Auckland have got enough. Auckland have got more than enough to win the game. Got to make sure that Wellington don't get on top of them early, get an early goal. Yeah, they've had it. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Robbie, let's get a bit of a prediction from you. The chief exec thinks we're going to smash it. What do you reckon, Rob?
It was nice of them to offer you guys beer as well. That makes me even more gutted that I'm not there. Prediction-wise, I think this will be pretty tight.
Very nicely accepted, my end.
I think it'll be very tight.
Pretty
Wellington
tight.
will come out pretty strong. But I still struggle to see where the goals are going to come from. Defensively, Auckland's really solid. Best defense in the comp. There might be one that they concede, but I still see way more goals coming from Auckland. So it might be another 2-1, even a 3-1.
And we've got so many goals in us. I feel now. Even earlier in the season we were a little bit worried, but with Guillermo Maid, I feel like he's in the groove now. That boy, eh? Would you agree, Rob?
Yeah,
100%. That combination with him and Mata just look so good. Proper 9-10 combo, Brimmer in behind, Verstrata holding the midfield. The spine is just so strong. It's hard to see Wellington getting through that.
Yeah, I agree. I think Auckland always look good from the back. Obviously, the goalkeeper called him out from the beginning that it was going to be great. The midfield guys do what they need to do. But you're right, that 9 and 10 has kind of given a bit more of a dimension going forward, for sure. It did look a little bit, they moved the ball up quite well, but then they didn't quite know what they were going to do with it. But I think that 9 and 10's come off really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Alrighty, Rob, what's your plans for the game, mate? Oh, you're not working today, so you're going to pitch up and have a beer or two?
I'm parking myself on the couch for the next couple of hours, and that's my day. Watching the game, enjoying, celebrating.
Ooh. Sounds beautiful, mate. Well, we do wish you were here. Later on in the show, there might be some technical questions that we might look at each other and.
What do we do? Yeah, what do we do
now?
We're football. Right, is it a football podcast? That's right. Yeah, we should know the answer to at least some of them.
Yeah,
we're definitely lean on you.
Dial a friend.
Yeah, call a friend.
See that. This is Mackenzie's prediction. It's going to be a wave of blue.
Hello, we've got a little drawing.
Does that mean Auckland 5-0?
Put it up a bit, Rob. Up a bit. 5-0. 5-0. All right.
Get it on.
That's 5-0. That's clearly a 5.
I like it. It's clearly a 5. It's clearly a 5. All right, mate. We will catch you next time on the potty, and just enjoy the game over there. And up the port.
Absolutely. Enjoy, boys. Have a great day.
You,
it looks fantastic. I wish it was there. See you, fellas.
All right. See you, bud.
Cheers,
Thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Robbie.
Sure.
Absolutely, Robbie Feldman there, Network 10 producer and commentator, and Nice Job Report resident of Sydney. Brings the goods with the A-League stats and knowledge.
Yeah, it kind of,
him
not being here feels a little bit like we're missing.
I feel a bit naked, eh?
Yeah, I feel that's right.
A bit naked. We just give it a go. We'll give it a go, Matt. We'll give it a go. All right, next up on the show, we've got a busy show today. We pulled all this together, by the way, using bits and bobs, sitting around an old mate, Blair. Thanks, Blair, for the camera and the audio stuff and all the rest of it. There he is. And we've got another mate, Jack, helping out today on the ground here at Lilyworld. But essentially, we're throwing this together and giving it a go.
Yeah, that's right.
Matt's pretty impressed, aren't you, with all the kit working?
Oh, it's amazing what you can do with a bit of stuff that you find
amazing what you can do
in the back of your closet or in your attic, and you chuck it all together. And...
I called Blair and said, "You got any kit to help us out with a podcast?" He's like, "I'll just go and have a look in my storage unit." And we've got an entire kit here to make this happen. So thank you very much to everyone that's helping out today.
Awesome. We hope it works anyway. We could just be talking into the void.
Hopefully. Someone's listening out there.
Someone's listening to us.
All right, big day. We got a few interesting things on the show this afternoon. We got Martino Jr. who's going to come on. Hey, Martino Jr. Come here, bro. Here he is. All right, so you guys...
like another person I get to meet.
Come in, mate. Here we go. And you guys are meeting in person.
How you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, you too. Yeah.
All right, Martino. We've got you down, mate, because... we remember you had a challenge here before, right?
Yeah,
and it was to do 100 keepy ups.
Yes, that's right.
And we discussed, a man of your
It's like asking me to breathe.
So
Breathe 100 times for me, please. It's about that easy.
That's right. So ask me to put the bins out, you know, like it's routine, you know.
Yeah, it's routine.
I'm just doing it to the best of my abilities. And so what we thought was like, we get you down here, right? And just to show us how it's done, maybe. But also we want to find some punters who reckon they might be able to do 100 keepy-ups with this ball here. We've got a ball to give away down here at Lilyworld, Auckland FC ball. Because I know I said on the podcast how easy it is. Yeah. But I don't know. Like I've been having a few goes. You've seen this ball down here. Do you want to bring
have a feel of that one.
Yeah, Jack, can you pass us this ball up?
Can we blame the ball?
Here we go. We blame the ball.
Can you feel that? Does that feel a bit too?
Does that feel too much for you?
No, that's all right.
Is that all right?
I think you can do.
So it's just us then.
Yeah.
All right.
We're useless.
All right. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
All right. We're just going to go out there, and I'm going to see if I can do. Well, actually, I don't know if anyone will get to 100.
No. Double figures.
I'm going to see if I can take the lead. All right.
Yeah. Go on, Dan.
You guys. I want you to talk about my technique.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll come over to you. I'll come over here. We'll talk about the.
Closer.
Here we go. So here comes. Oh, he's here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Talk me through his technique. What I've seen him before, and he struggled. He really struggled. So what is he doing? Firstly, what is he doing wrong? What's he doing wrong?
He's kicking too high.
Yeah.
No control whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just fighting with the ball.
I've always been told that you've got to keep your knees bent.
Yeah, that's right. Just be relaxed.
Keep it tighter. Use the chest if you need to.
That's better.
That's not too bad. Yeah.
That's a better team.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit of. I mean, how long did it take? How much practice? Like, how long does it take you to get where you've got to?
I've been practicing for about 16 years now.
Okay,
so since I was a teenager, pretty much.
But were you naturally good at it?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I started playing football in my younger years.
Okay.
I made up to a distant level.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, that's where Ronaldinho's and Nike's ads came up on YouTube.
I see. Right.
So I was watching them and trying to replicate on my backyard.
Yeah.
That's when I realized I have really good control.
Bit of a natural, but obviously.
Yeah, pretty
practice.
much.
Yeah.
All right, 14 to beat, Matthew.
Oh, is it me?
14 to beat. How you go, son?
Geez. All right, go on then. Speak nicely on me. Yeah.
What do you
normally do this?
Jeez, I'm out of breath. I'm kind of a reasonably fit guy, but I haven't played football for so long.
I think it's the heat. Let's blame the heat.
Man.
It's too hot.
What do you think of my technique? It's about keeping it close, eh?
Yeah, you just need to be a little bit more relaxed.
Here goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're the same. You'd get another go. 14. Yeah, actually, it might be him, mate. 14. Nah. Get off. Anyone that can do 100 wins the ball. All right, you got to spread it around.
I'll try.
All right, okay, go and see it. We're going to see if Martino Jr. can do this. In the heat, under pressure. In the heat, under pressure.
It's the heat that's the issue.
It's the heat that's the issue.
You said that you've got good technique.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Everywhere they go. Look at this.
6,
Hey.
7, 8, 9,
Oh! Hey.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Hey.
6, 7,
It's
8.
just
It's
beautiful to watch.
I think you're winning it.
Yeah, am I?
3. Oh, he's better. We don't do that. All right.
Star points up.
He's got
He gets about 5 for each one of those.
He's got it in the bag. Look at this.
Look at this.
Yes.
Look at this.
Oh, hello.
It's just.
Hello. Look at this.
Has it gone a bit too far now? Are we really in the showboat? But he's here.
I think he's going to get 100.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I think the ball's yours. Look at it. It's really tough. That's really balancing it on your foot is hard.
It is so hot here at Lilyworld as well. If anyone
Awesome.
is actually wondering. Yes, come. All right. Anyone that can do 100 wins the ball. All right. Anyone that's
Anybody?
100.
Come on.
100. All right.
How's that? I lost count.
You were more than us.
I think you get 5 for each of the on the floor.
I was hoping I would get a little bit more.
Yeah, style points.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You smashed us. It is hot here today, huh?
Very,
Yeah.
Very hot.
We got some breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of breeze
Very,
coming
very
through.
hot
Yeah.
today again.
All right, well, I call you Martino Jr. just because you're Matt, you know, and it's like we're too many Matts.
Yeah.
Can I be Martino? No.
You're same as me, 14.
Well, so, okay,
Same as me,
okay.
exactly the same as
Hopefully
me.
we'll get someone that will do.
All right, you can hear down at Lilyworld. There's a lot of people singing, and a couple of swear words coming in.
Bit of blue for the dads.
Are you excited to be down to the derby again? Did you come to the last one?
Yeah, I did come to the last one. I'm very happy for this one. I think I get more nervous than the players probably.
Yeah,
really?
Like,
Yeah.
like the minute I get up, I'm thinking of the game. Like, there's nothing I can do at this point, but yeah, I just get super hyped
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
This is interesting because the club has come from nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And we always say like, what makes a football fan? It's about the weekend the game's on. If you lose, you feel terrible for the most of the week. If you win, you're on top of the moon. Are you getting that? You're getting that with this team, despite it's so brand new. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. No, we look forward to the games every week, and when the defeats come, we just get so mad.
Yeah.
But like a derby today, we need to beat Phoenix again for the third time. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident that we're going to beat them today. I'm thinking a good 3-0 at least.
3-0.
3-0.
That's a question.
It feels so easy to make these predictions. Like, I mean, but the Phoenix are going to be battered. We were talking about the egos are battered. These boys aren't going to want to come here and get beat again.
Yeah, 100%. But I think Auckland's got such a good team. We won the last game away. We have everything to beat them again for the third time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen today.
Yeah. They've got everything they need to win, really. Yeah, I can't see
too much for them. We'll have too much. We'll have too much.
Yeah. I sometimes wonder, last season when Wellington were doing quite well, that team that made it fairly through, what would they make of this? But I think actually we just had Robbie on a moment ago. I thought he made a good point. Yes, it is a derby, but Wellington are way down. I mean, they could really do with putting some points on the board. Getting the draw, getting the point. They're miles away from the playoffs, I think, at the moment. So, yeah.
All right, so prediction for the game, 3-0.
3-0 at least.
3-0 at least.
Get a running order,
and what's your plans for today? What are you up to?
Not much. I got some great activation to do with some of my mates after this. And then after that, just grab some food and chill, wait for the start of the game.
Yeah. Are you in the port or down the side?
I'll be on the port today. Yeah. I won't be doing the march, but I'll be waiting for them when they come back to the stadium.
I don't do the march. I don't do the march.
No,
it's too hot.
You can hear the noise. You don't even need to do the march with them.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I can say with the weather as it is and the pace that they move at, I'd be like, come on, lads, let's get a bit of movement.
All right. We'll let you go, Martino.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks for having me again. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, take it easy. All right, so we've had a few, Auckland fan Martino Jr., Chief Exec Robbie, Auckland fan.
Yeah.
Well, it's a game with two teams here today, though, Matthew.
It is. We can't forget. We cannot forget.
We cannot forget. It's a game of two teams. Wellington Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I was hoping to get some Wellington Phoenix fans on the poddy, or at least one Wellington Phoenix fan.
I've seen a few yellow shirts knocking about.
So producer Jack has got a Wellington Phoenix fan lined up to come in. Bring him in, Jackie boy.
Bring him in.
Bring him in. All right. Well,
because really,
this is great.
Apart from Robbie with a bit of news there, with a bit of team news, essentially we really don't know.
We don't know what they're bringing today
and what they're feeling as well.
Nah.
Well, what do they think? Yeah.
I
remember being a fan of the team and thinking we ain't going to get much out of this.
No. You want a couple of boys on the team that really want to make their mark today.
Yeah.
Maybe put a couple of studs up,
Yeah.
Opening minute like a Roy Keane-esque welcome to the derby,
Well, exactly what I said. Have a fast start, maybe a hard start.
Because let's face it, otherwise our team, Auckland FC, are just going to...
Here we go.
Hello, Brooksy.
Awesome. Hey, mate, you're right.
Oh.
Good man.
Now we're talking.
Here it is.
Now we're talking. Your mate Paddy Gower blanked to say, so we have to bring in you.
I thought it was karaoke hour.
Yeah, it's a little bit like karaoke,
I'll get there.
All right. What was the name again, sorry?
Brooksy.
All right, Brooksy. So you've been supporting Phoenix a while?
I'm a Wellington boy.
Oh,
I feel my sins on our live in Auckland, but
sorry.
When you got a team, you got a team.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Well said.
Well, this is a good question because there are a lot of fans who have switched sides up here in Auckland. Did you know about this?
No, I don't want to know about those sort of people. Yeah. You look around, They've got the Phoenix undies on, but they've got the Auckland shirt on.
There's a little bit of that going on.
Yeah,
There.
I know how it works.
A little bit of. What do you think of those people that switched? The left you? No good anymore.
Not good. Those sort of people that you walk past and the old. Oh, I know your name, son.
Yeah, I know you. I've seen you.
No, it's like, it's sort of the same ilk where someone goes, they're a Tottenham supporter and they suddenly go and support Arsenal.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I mean?
I'm a Spurs fan.
And so am I.
When
blimey.
See?
Okay. I'd love to join you, but unfortunately, I'm not that far down.
Birmingham,
Oh, right.
But I'm a Birmingham fan, so not inoffensive.
Birmingham. Right, yeah, fair enough.
well, you know about sticking through a team through utter garbage.
Yeah, very similar lifestyle.
Yeah.
Disappointment.
But you guys were doing well last year. I mean, what's happened this season in all seriousness?
Squad's changed.
Is it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, look, I think we like what Chiefy does overall, but if you ever look at the squad, a lot of younger guys coming through, which, hey, for New Zealand football, wonderful.
Yeah.
For our results in the table, shite.
Yeah, sure.
But
is it that kind of like, people talk about like a 3-year program, the good guys go out, some younger guys come and fill in. Hopefully it doesn't take too much of an impact. Plug them in, but it sounds like, it's just not.
Yeah, 100%. And you start looking at some of the younger guys at this point in the season, some of the boys at the back, they're starting to mature. But we're not going to win the league.
Yeah.
But is it all about a longer period, 2 or 3 years? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. I think the thing that really would get to me as well is just the goalkeeper situation. Yeah. I know he's moved over, but it's just as simple as giving up the best guy. I think he should be really.
He's a very good shot stopper.
He's
He's
a
very
not next year, he really is.
Yeah.
To give him just to one of the A-League opposition, him he went to Sydney or something would be annoying.
Yeah.
Because he's giving you one of your best players
That's
to an opponent. But to go to Auckland is just a real, that's going to affect, it's the pain.
Yeah, look, I like Paulson, right? He's got attitude.
Yeah.
Loves to dive around a bit too much, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
But, if that means for New Zealand football, he's going to do well.
Yeah, sure.
That's cool.
Yeah,
right?
I think this might be his only year, to be honest.
Are they going to take him back to the UK?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I think
isn't that what he wants to do anyway?
Well, that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I look for my own football team. We're probably on that cusp of looking for that young goalkeeper who's going to become the goalkeeper for the next 2 years. Yeah. He's someone that would interest me big time. We've got aspirations of trying to go up there. So but I know this, being a Birmingham fan. Go into a place where you're not playing very well. You're playing a team that's doing quite well. It just doesn't. Yeah. You hope that you can get.
You know what?
But
it's absolutely set up for an upset.
It is, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
True.
I've been thinking this for a while.
It could be today.
We're all like, 3-0, easy win.
Real build-up, isn't it? We had a lot of confidence from the Auckland fans.
I wouldn't be surprised if you'd done us today, like absolutely silence the crowd. Seriously?
Yeah, well, in the last game where we lost 2-1, which included an own goal, I did stand up when we scored and I went, oi, we've scored more goals, son. Crowd stayed quiet.
Yeah, sure.
But I love what Auckland's brought to New Zealand football.
Yeah, of course.
It's bloody good.
Yeah.
Right? And look, if they were playing Central Coast Mariners today, I'd be supporting Auckland.
Okay. Stick with the Kiwi teams. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't understand any sort of like fabricated animosity between Auckland and Wellington. I do not understand that. It's New Zealand's a different type of vibe. I know overseas it's a bit nasty with the football, but I do feel like we ain't gonna have that here.
Nah, it's to be honest, when I left the ground in the last game, you get a bit of jip, but it's all right.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
That's what it's all about. Yeah,
100%.
But hey, it's going to switch.
Yeah, it's going to switch. You got some good songs for us today. Is there any particular
Phoenix songs?
Yeah, about the Jaffas. Is there sort of like some?
No, PG or 18?
No, not so much. I haven't really been involved in the Yellow Fever stuff with all their songs.
Did they all come down? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We'll be doing karaoke later on, no matter what's going to happen tonight. So that's all good.
Yeah.
That's
right. I just think it's going to be a good game. Every other one has been.
Weather's
really
good, pitch is good.
Yeah.
Plenty of crowd in.
What's your best chance? Is it to get a goal early?
I think so.
Yeah.
Change the momentum, take the crowd out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the Western United where they lost 4. I mean, you don't know. It was the only game that I've been to live. The only time I've seen Auckland in the flesh. They got pumped 4-0. But that's kind of what so you might actually be in You might be in with a good shout with me being here in person.
Yeah.
I am the curse.
He's the
at moment.
curse.
Oh, you're the curse.
I'm hoping
He's the
to shake
curse.
it off with Auckland. We need to
Shake it off.
the line for me. But I saw Western United do that. I thought they came out
Yeah.
quite aggressively.
They did.
They didn't let Auckland get into any kind of pattern. You watch Auckland closely; they really get into an easy pattern at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think you need to get into.
Well, they've got to get in, press hard, cut the space down, and if you get a goal early, get a goal early
they
because
can boot it long. Early
they're a
days.
bloody good defensive team.
They are.
So we just catch them out early, then who knows where momentum might
you
go.
want the real passion of a derby, eh? Because then
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
I know.
you know, if you've got that spilling over and
Spice.
players coming at each other in the opening minutes, you know.
And then it's like 2-2, 3 minutes to go.
Anything
The
without
crowd's
you guys.
going off their heads.
You want a cup final here today, really?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And that's what New Zealand football would love. I mean, it's awesome that Auckland doing so well, but we want the Phoenix to be up there just for the sake of the whole country, right? So,
yeah, man.
that's good.
Yeah.
Bloody good stuff.
All right, bud.
Hey, it's been awesome,
Cheers,
boys.
Brooksy.
All the best
You
today.
have a great game today.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, I think you'll be. Yeah, I think you might be onto something with a bit of an upset. I hope not, because I'm here. A lot of people recognise me now.
Good stuff, lads. Go the Knicks.
Cheers,
Hey,
Brooksy.
bye.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Brooksy.
guys. Cheers, mate.
All right, well, good to finally get a Wellington fan on. We're just going to do one thing. We're going to cross to our roving reporter Jack now,
Oh, beautiful.
who he's in the field. He's in the field.
G'day, boys.
Let's see-
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
us.
I've got you. Hang on, Dale's
check
just
one.
Dale's just plugging him in, getting himself connected.
Jackie boy, what's happening out there?
Oh, mate. There is a vibe a brewing. So I thought I can hear you here, but I thought I'll give you a little tour
Yeah.
and give you a bit of a monologue, if you will. But so far, basically everyone's in good spirits. There's our man over there. But packing out already. We're still 2 hours away from the game or so, and we're doing all right. Other media, but no, it's all kicking off.
Yeah, watch out for those Sky boys.
Yeah, tell them not to get in our shot, eh?
Yeah, we've been here since 12.
Oh, we opened up. We opened up.
Oh, nice. Oh, here we go.
So 2 hours from kickoff, Jackie boy. Many Wellington fans in? We just had one, of course.
There's one
Many
there.
Wellington fans down there? Oh, there's one.
Dotted. They're very, very brave, I must say. But no, they're dotted around. But like you say, no signs of violence yet. But
No,
it is hot, and there's a lot of beer going around.
Yeah, as it should be.
Nice. Well, you get yourself a nice cold beer, Jack, and we're going to return to you. We want to see the Port and the Phoenix. There's going to be 2 marches arriving at the ground.
Oh, yes.
A little bit later, I think in the next half an hour.
2 waves.
Yeah, there'll be waves, and
Maybe.
both sets on separate marches.
Oh,
So
And we'll
don't
be
get caught
live
up in them.
reporting from the field.
We will,
and it
I
will
will
be live. It will be right here.
We want Jack to
Yeah.
bring us the action.
I don't think anyone's brought anyone this close. Has anyone ever had this kind of access?
I don't think it's ever
Surely
been.
not.
I don't think it's ever been done, Matthew.
No.
I don't think it's ever been done.
Brave enough.
Breaking
Jack
ground.
is.
Breaking ground. Nice job, report. Thank you, Jack. We're going to pop back in with you very shortly, mate.
Oh, here we go. Actually,
Rock and
speak
roll.
of the Devils. Speak of the Devils.
Here we go.
Here they come. Here come the Sky.
It is 27 degrees down here at Lilyworld.
I mean, they're doing the work for us with the,
It is
with the
hot.
thing in
It
there.
is hot.
They're plugging the gaps when we've
It is hot.
things go down a little bit.
All right, now, Matthew, do you remember a young man came on our show, Samson? He was another Matt, so everyone has to have a different name.
I was going to say, I'm struggling here.
One
I'm
of
a
the
Matt.
Matts.
It's another Matt. Of course I do.
Samson.
I won't forget Samson in a hurry.
Where forget Samson?
I've never been to Thailand before, so I'm hoping
Well, he's gone. He's left the country,
he's going to be there.
and so we're going to see if we can get a connection up to Thailand.
Yes!
Here he is.
Here he is.
Samson, beaming live from Thailand.
Are you there?
He was there. How you doing, mate?
Can you hear us?
How are you doing? Oh, hello. This could be a.
Good.
We can
You
hear
got me
you.
all right?
We can hear you. We
Yes.
got you. We got you, mate.
Sweet.
How you doing, mate?
Awesome. Yeah, good, mate. Thanks for having me
Good,
on.
man.
Derby day.
Yeah,
mate.
thanks for being on. This is awesome. We're worldwide.
We are worldwide.
Yeah,
now.
mate.
We're Australia, Thailand. Is this giving you some sort of PTSD, though, Samson? Like you're missing out, mate.
Oh, mate, FOMO is real right now. FOMO is real. All
Yeah.
my mates are there. John, Jack. There's a group of about 12.
I've just seen your mate John come
I think
past.
someone just
There he
walked
is.
past and said
He's on
hello.
later. He's on in a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sweet. I'll hang around backstage and watch him. But no, it's Derby Day, man. I'm so humped. It's gone 9 a.m. here in the morning now. So it's a little bit early. So I'm not OTP. I'm OTC on the coffees.
On the coffees.
Big day ahead. And then absolutely. We'll see how we go. 1 p.m. the game will finish, and we'll see where we go from there.
Brilliant.
What do you reckon about the game today? Like you probably heard a few have come on. Everyone's predicting a pretty comfortable Auckland win, which gives me the woolies a bit. What do you reckon, Samson?
Auckland, mate. I mean, I have to say it, don't I? But I reckon it's a pumping 4-0.
4-0.
It's getting higher.
It's getting higher.
Every hour, not even the hour. Every half an hour, the score keeps going up.
Goes up.
Yeah, no, I've said 4-0 all week. I'm standing by it. But in saying that, I think that even in both camps, everyone's expecting one result. And I think that could motivate the group of 11 players wearing yellow. And I think that's just something to be cautious of. Just be careful of that, because they've been written off by everyone all week. So who knows what could happen. But I'm still going strong. 4-0. We got the players, we got the chemistry. It was just and the home support.
Nice. 4-0 pumping. And what's the anyone else in Thailand know this game's going on today apart from you, Samson?
Yep, absolutely. I had a 7-year-old who was going to join, but she's ducked off to the markets to get some breakfast. So I had her in the port hat and everything. You can probably see it in the background there, but she's gone off to the market for breakfast. Is more important for a 7-year-old. So we'll. But there's so I've started teaching at a school about 250 students, and I think just about all of those students know that there's a game this weekend. All the teachers certainly do.
What time does the Thai whiskey bucket start there, Samson?
Yeah, that's the important question.
That's the danger, eh?
Kickoff. You know the saying, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Kickoff is at 5 o'clock in New Zealand, so.
Yeah. So what time in Thailand is the kickoff?
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Yeah.
It's about 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, so not too bad.
Come, quickly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, mate. We're gonna let you go. It's all happening up here, bro. Thanks for joining, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Have a great time up there in Thailand.
It's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Wait,
love you, man.
Cheers, man. Thanks very much.
Keep involved.
All right.
Up the port.
Up the port.
Hello. We have Rob and I don't know your name. Angelica.
It's easier, Ange.
Rob and Angelica, thank you very much for coming on. I've been trying to get these two guys on the show for a little while. You are from Chile.
And I'm a Kiwi.
And he's a Kiwi.
I lived there for 20 years.
Oh, right. I see. Wow. So how are you finding the difference between football in Chile and football in Auckland? And if you're going to bring the microphone over when both you talk.
Well, before Auckland FC came, football was a little bit non-existent here in New Zealand. I mean, there's that yellow club down south, whatever they're called. But in general, since Auckland FC's come up, we've noticed a lot more interest, a lot more vibe. Yeah. And just, if you can hear everyone around us now, it's just like going off. And that's what Auckland FC's brought to the game.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah,
it's
like...
We yell, laugh, scream everywhere. We are super passionate of our team.
Yeah.
So we try to do the same here.
Yeah.
I think
we can actually just not sit there and do the pitiful clap.
Have you got into the port end stand, or are you singing over in the other stand?
During the local matches, we're in another section.
Yep.
But when we've been outside of Auckland, we've been at the port with the Auckland FC.
You mean followed away? You've been tell me, how many games have you been to see away?
Only the two.
Just the Phoenix.
The Phoenix one down in Wellington, and also the Sydney one.
Okay. Nice. Oh well.
Yeah.
What sort of experience more the Sydney one? Because obviously I know there's a few of you in Wellington. but like we always see quite a good pocket of Auckland fans in all the away Australian games, and I guess most of it is the Kiwis that live over there, right?
Yeah.
But what was that like supporting Auckland away?
Quite interestingly, about the game against Macarthur at the Sydney Stadium, there was a lot more Auckland FC supporters than appeared in the port section, because like all in the middle area, it was quite a lot of blue and black shirts there.
Yeah.
And also like we went over to the Phoenix side for a little while before the game started, and there was like a couple scattered around there too. So it wasn't all at the port, like the port section where all of the locals gather was actually a small contingent compared to throughout the whole stadium, and that surprised me.
Yeah, I have to admit, this is my second game I've been to. Unfortunately, the first one was where they got...
You're going into this game.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know if he is or not, you know. Like, maybe we'll stay in the pub.
But from a TV perspective...
Can someone like handcuff him so he doesn't get in?
Yes.
Hey, if it means we win, I'll be happy to go. I'll go sit in that tree somewhere. But you can tell from the TV, though. You can really feel it coming through. Like, you watch some games where there's not much of a crowd, not much of a scene, but it comes through every time when you watch it on live TV. I actually almost said it feels like a big kind of international, like a qualifier. It has that kind of feel.
Yeah.
Tension, particularly this kind of game.
Yep.
You can feel the tension to the TV. So it's great.
And it's great seeing the supporters going everywhere, like in the Australian games, the local ones here. I love what Auckland FC's done with the supporters here.
Yeah.
With the port, just filling up the stadium. Yeah. I mean, how many times we filled up the stadium now? Like the third one, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just good seeing their energy.
Even the smaller games, there's 13, 14,000.
I know, and that's a good amount. Like you see some of the games over in Australia, like 3,000-4,000.
Yeah.
It's like,
I just hope they can keep it moving. But I think we've just been speaking to the CEO. They've got plans. They're thinking the future. Thinking, how can we keep, not just the players,
and that's something
the team, but
Nick has done really well. Is just
Yeah.
focusing on the fans, the people, to make it more a family enviurement.
It's just an
That's been a
experience.
really
As well.
good
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, we're all here for the football, but it's crazy. This time last year, this was nothing.
It was like nothing. It was like nothing.
This was just a bar. I think this was here before for concerts, but
we knew from day one.
Exactly.
We got season tickets the first day.
You early
were
adopted.
there.
Yeah.
We're at the we even did it at the airport.
Good for you.
Like we're there, it's like, I want to get our seats, and we did it.
You knew you were made. You knew you were made for this. You were going to be part of it.
Because we knew.
It's kind of funny that it's funny that like I guess I felt the same, and Matt as well in a different way. Like I was like this. I remember about 3 months before the season started, I followed. There's going to be an announcement about an Auckland team. Here's the announcement. Here's the strip that you're going to play, and here's the thing. And I'm like, how can I be part of this? And I was like, I'm going to do a podcast, man. And like,
brilliant.
And in the first weeks, we were literally just talking about
You
nothing.
were surprised, then, wasn't it? We thought there must be somebody talking about.
We're talking about nothing in the first 2-3 episodes,
I think we talked
like,
about
we might be we're going to be playing in the future, and
here we are. Though. Here we
We
are.
almost talked about our own team sport. We could have done with you. We could have talked about your Chile team with Chile.
Yeah.
But then the things started, the players started to come, and
I think that's different part of the world. We are supporting the same team.
Exactly.
And that is
So many different
cool.
nationalities. You
Yes,
see
it is,
French and
you don't get
South
that anywhere.
American.
yeah, we've come with some Argentinian friends too.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's just like, and that's something that's great about the Auckland FC supporters. They're like from everywhere.
Yeah.
All supporting
think
our
so.
beautiful city.
I think so. All right.
Okay,
Predictions for the game today. Big wins for both of you, or
100%. I'm 100% certain it's going to be a win. Still a bit undecided on the score. It could be like a 3-0.
I might be turning up or not. Maybe take that into consideration.
Depends if you're like,
I think it's going to be very difficult.
I think so too.
But I think it's going to be 2-1.
2-1. I like that. 2-1. I'm thinking 2-1. I don't think I've said it yet, but I think 2-1. I think 2-1.
You're a 2-1. 2-1.
3-0.
3-0. Like this is like.
Just watch the space.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Easy
goodness.
street.
So difficult today.
Yeah, I think so.
They're going to be like
Yeah,
burning after losing the
I was
last
going to
two.
say it might not be easy today. It may not be easy. Egos have been squished. National pride's been diminished.
Yeah.
I think they're going to come after us today.
I think they'll
Yeah.
come hard.
I think we'll do well to get a result today.
Yeah.
Actually,
But the fans, they're going to pump us up.
it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Nice to
Rob.
meet you.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you.
coming on.
Up the
Vamos.
court.
Vamos.
Vamos, Auckland.
Vamos. I don't think I've ever said Vamos before.
See you later. Thank you very, very much.
There we go. Oh,
All right.
hey,
Goodness.
what about the guests? How good is this? International. Oh, we're just going through the globe. We're going all over the globe.
What have we had? We've had Brazilian.
Oh, I've had Brazilian,
Kiwi,
Chilean, Kiwi.
Chilean.
I think he might have a bit of a South African accent there.
Yeah, a
I
little
think
bit South African. Here we go.
Here we go.
There we go. There's the flag just walking past.
Get it in.
Walking past.
I feel like we've been in Thailand.
It is so busy here in Lilyworld. It is absolutely heaving. We're going to try and get Jack to get us some drinks from the bar. We might have you on in a second, mate. Hold on. We'll just stay. Hold on. We'll tell you how busy this is. We've got Jack at the bar. Can you hear us at the bar there, Jack? Are you able to get us a drink?
I'm coming through. I'm coming through. It's busy here, mate. It's busy here.
Get
him on.
Oh, yes. Hold on.
Hold on.
All right, Jack's going to give us a little monologue.
All right, well, coming to you from the bar, I can tell you that it's approximately 37 and 500 degrees. It's absolutely crammed. I think it may be a technique so everyone doesn't get too hammered, but there are long lines, fucking delicious pints being poured, but it's also just a very sweaty football environment. But we're going to quench it. We're going to come back, bring it to you, and that's Jack.
Any questions for Jack? No, I think that was good enough. Hey, we're just
good.
No, that's great. That's great. All right. Well, we are rocking and rolling into this game. Jeez, I barely caught my breath, Matthew. Like, we've talked about the game. We've got another Wellington Phoenix fan.
Okay, we've managed to dodge our way to one.
Yeah, we had this in the plan as contingency people who want to come on the podcast.
Well, yeah.
So this is you, bro.
You guys look pretty desperate over here.
Speak for yourself,
and I was getting texts saying, listen, the Port podcast is looking dry. Nothing's happening. And I thought, let me come slice
It's one
it
of
up.
Auckland fans.
So here I am.
Yeah.
I've come over
Good
from
on.
the Yellow Fever.
Good on you.
And you're welcome.
Cheers, mate.
Appreciate it, mate. What's your name, mate?
Ollie.
Ollie. I'm Dale. This is Matt.
Matthew.
Dale, Matthew.
So,
Lovely to meet you, boys.
what I want to know, Ollie, is how Wellington Phoenix are going to do anything different today than what they did in those first two games. I mean,
that's a fair question.
First one was away. We're assuming you guys are going to own it down there, and you didn't, man.
Listen, and
tell me.
This is classic for you to throw those first two games into one like they're the same thing. The first game, I actually thought the Phoenix didn't play too badly. We got unlucky. Josh Oloamy, he's not in goal anymore. He's been unfortunate. I'm not.
Did you kick him out after the mistake? Or?
Listen, I didn't kick him out. He's been unfortunate. Listen, in a parallel universe, he's having a great season.
Sure,
it happens. It's football.
Yeah.
Second game is probably more representative of how Phoenix have played all season.
Yeah.
Not fantastic, right? So it's a fair question how we're going to do things.
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Last game we played 7 defenders. Listen, all I would point to, we've got this new import. We've got Marco Rojas back. But it's a fair question. I'm not going to come here and say I'm confident we're going to win 3-0.
Hope,
but we are going to thrash Auckland 1-0.
Thrash a 1-0.
Yeah.
A 1-0 thrashing.
And if you want like a specific answer of how we're going to do that, I would point to the return of Alex Reeve. He played 35 minutes last game.
Sure.
I could see him comfortably playing 60 minutes this game, and he's a massive cog in that midfield.
He is a big cog. Do you know, he's a great story. He's had
glandular fever.
And I saw an article saying actually an illness is a lot harder to come back from than an injury.
It was harder to predict, right?
Yeah, because an injury, like you say, you're out for 6 weeks with a toe but illness.
Yeah.
I mean, so good on him for getting back in the team, mate.
I mean, he's the sort of guy. I mean, you look at that first derby. He was pulled out, and then he had a last-minute fitness test the day before to come play. He's the sort of guy that I think would die to play in this game. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if we see 60 minutes from him today.
Mm-hmm.
But quite frankly, let's be honest. This is Auckland's game to lose.
Yeah. Well, that's what you need to say. That's what the players need to know. It's all the pressure's all on Auckland. They're at home. They're doing well.
The pressure's on Wellington. If Wellington don't get 3 points, playoffs are fucking
that's right. That's the point.
Yeah, we've already achieved the points we need for playoff.
Yeah.
Essentially, I think 36 points seems to be.
Well, to me, the pressure's on Auckland to win a trophy in your first season. Phoenix have been around for 17 years. We haven't won anything like this.
As the song goes. I think I've heard the song.
17 years.
All right. I'm only first time here. many podcasts the first time.
Listen, I mean, it's a historic fixture.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to be here for the first year.
This time last year there was just nothing.
There was nothing here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Football's a wasteland in Auckland.
Yeah, this is my first away game at Auckland. It's a fantastic atmosphere.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm quietly confident Phoenix are going to thrash Auckland 1-0.
Okay. On S House 1-0, like just a very tetchy, scrappy game,
niggly game.
Something at the end, niggly, yeah.
And I'd rather not have Bill Foley as my sugar daddy, but that's just me.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Yeah,
but it doesn't make any difference though, because there's a salary cap, right? I mean,
what difference does it make? We got Mark. I mean, you guys are new. Oh, you are new to the league. To be fair,
we're newbies to this clue.
Let a Phoenix fan educate the Auckland fan on how the salary cap works. There's all sorts of.
This is why we have Robbie.
This is an educational podcast at this point, fellas.
Yeah.
There's all sorts.
Talk to the camera if you want to talk to the people out there, bro.
There's all sorts of loopholes in the salary cap. There's marquee players.
Yeah.
You've got to hit 80%. I'll be honest, Phoenix are right on that 80%.
Okay.
At the end of the day, as much as I'd love to say Auckland brought the league, Auckland have a whole lot of New Zealand players that Phoenix could have signed. So
I think talent acquisition has been pretty
bringing them all together, that's
yeah. Listen, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, great.
Good on you, bro. Get into the game.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for coming.
Go there, Phoenix!
Give us some songs, Give us some songs. Get the singing. Nah, no swearing, thank you. Family show. Cheers, bud.
Cheers, mate.
Appreciate you, man.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Thank you. All right.
Again, just perspective from all sides.
Perspective from all sides.
I actually quite like that one. I quite like the old, the S House. I'm sure people at home can fill in the S word, but just Wellington just being, they've got to try and take it. I think they've got to take it 0-0 as far as they can. I know I've talked about going to them, and I don't think they're going to look for an early goal. I think they're going to try and keep it tight.
Yeah.
Not concede early, because when Auckland get a goal, they just shut up shop.
It's all over, eh? It's all over.
Yeah, and it's what we do.
I love the way we get goals as well. Like we're good at set pieces.
Yeah.
Our centre backs chip in.
They just don't let anything in.
I'm not too worried to be honest. Whew. Big show, eh, Matthew?
Well, here we go.
Well, here we go. Jack is back from the bar.
Here's the beers.
Jack, why don't you come in here, man? Blair Boy, where's Blair Boy? Eh? Not this Blair, our other Blair.
Big Red. Of course, yeah.
Big Red from Port. Nice.
Do we see that bit of a
Big Red. We got Big Red.
He's not a ginger as well, is he?
Yeah, he's a ginger. You are only allowed to come on the show.
That's it. Yeah.
Really?
I'd say it's an unwritten rule.
Apart from Robbie. Robbie's allowed on.
Yeah, Robbie's kind of like...
we've already explained.
An honorary ginger.
We've already explained with stuff without it.
Been through this, yeah.
So this is Jack. Welcome, Jack. You're a roving reporter, but also, this is your second derby.
Second game, 2 for 2.
2 for 2. You got a win last time, of course.
Got a win last time.
Expecting another win.
Yeah, of course. And I think it just feels right with the kind of narrative arc we're going on with this team.
Yeah.
Feels like a win.
Yeah.
Wellington's had their time as the team.
Yeah.
Because that was the only team.
Yeah.
But now it's a big kids game.
Yeah. I like that. It's all right.
I mean, if they can't win anything in 17 years, how rubbish must they be?
We've come along. We've put our big boy pants on. They just can't put their big boy pants on, and they're struggling. It's clear, isn't it? They just haven't got it.
I've willingly jumped on the bandwagon.
Oh, well,
tried to watch as many games as possible.
Pitch on. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of room on the bandwagon.
And you're not a football guy, are you, originally, Jack?
No, I was talking about this last time I was on, but I've just been struggling because we're in the wrong hemisphere for live sport, basically.
Yeah.
You want to watch tennis or something, and you got to wake up at.
You've got to have insomnia, eh, to follow most of the stuff.
You've got to turn your body clock upside down.
Whereas this is 5 o'clock kickoff, few beers with your mates.
Yeah.
Home by 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah. It's cool with the weather. I mean, it is a really hot day, but I think I'm just starting to get used to live football in this kind of weather.
In this time of day,
weather. Yeah. It feels like it's more like a World Cup.
What time? England kickoff?
The English games are on.
Well, the season
all through the night.
Yeah, and the season
2 a.m. till 8 a.m.
No.
The season
here it kicks off at 5 p.m.
It depends on the broadcasters, but traditionally 3 o'clock Saturday.
Yeah, that's the tradition.
It's an English kickoff. Whereas when we saw the fixtures come out, we're like, well, 5 o'clock's ideal because it's hot now, but by 5 it's kind of getting okay to watch football. and then we can go out. You know, like any plans for a big night tonight, Jack? At all?
Oh, we'll see where the port takes us. You know?
Yeah, okay.
Where those Phoenix fans are.
Yeah. It's filling in the gaps for us. It seems like every time we go a bit quiet and we're thinking of a question, they pop in with the old chant. It's even though I don't even know what I'm saying, just because they probably can't even hear me anyway.
So
with the chant,
who makes up these songs?
Well, Daniel, do you want to? Here we go. Here you go. This is you.
Well,
this is it.
There's been a few theories floating around. You know, I mean, a football crowd usually it's an organic situation. Happens on the terraces. So there'll be songs that come on a day. Something will happen. Boom, they jump on it. There's a funny angle, a little bit of offensive angle. I don't mind this one. Everywhere they go, Phoenix get battered.
I like that.
But it is a rip-off, of course.
It is, yeah.
On other clubs.
Yeah.
And now the Port do have some unique songs. But personally, I struggle to follow them because I'm a little bit ADHD and a little bit of a, can we say a retard? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think we can say that.
Frowned upon, at least.
Frowned upon. But anyway, my brain doesn't follow stuff as well as it should. So I'm struggling to learn the words. So the answer is it's a mixture. But there will be songs in there that's good to know. But if you don't know like the third and fourth paras, it gets a bit awkward. It gets a bit awkward.
Yeah.
I chime in on the chorus.
This is the beauty of this one. It's like, you know, you hear it once. You get the gist. You're like, oh, Phoenix suck.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Phoenix
seems
suck.
to be the.
I like. I mean, it's simple.
The theme today, anyway.
Well, it should be simple. A football song should be. That's one of the organic, funny, simple.
Yeah, clever as well. Like
a little bit clever.
A bit of. Not too much spite, but
I don't like too much spite. You know,
it's like baking a cake, isn't it? It's just a precise amount of ingredients, and you just get that. Like I said in a previous podcast, my team back in England has a really good chance.
I also think it's got to be true. It's got to be true as well.
Yeah. But it's funny. True. The one that I've got is just funny. Even the opposition find it funny. Like, there can be that as well. Yeah.
And the Phoenix are getting battered everywhere they go.
Yeah.
So this one's true. Yeah.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
Whereas one of the Port songs is we'll follow Auckland FC near and far.
Yeah.
And given the fact that we're in the league, which probably has the biggest distances
it's quite
between all the teams, I kind of feel that's quite ambitious. To be honest.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like I know some people are going to Sydney, but Perth, you know.
That bloke on before, he went down to Wellington and to Sydney.
Yeah. Well, that's near and far. I mean, that's a long way.
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah.
It's a long way.
There should be plenty of air miles being racked up by quite a few of them. Yeah.
Oh, and of course, and a derby traditionally, you know, again in European football is the teams are very close together geographically. You know, like Liverpool, Everton across a park from each other.
Yeah.
What's the one up in Scotland? Dundee United, Dundee next to each, literally like across the road. Others are like next suburb.
Yeah.
And at the very least, you have to share a city. Very least.
At a minimum.
Things are different down here.
Things are different. We know this.
We're
all good.
English people, you're all like, back home, you know. I work at a restaurant as well with this French guy, and he would always say, back in France, we cook it like this. And the other chefs are like, mate, are we in France right now?
Oh,
are we in England?
Yeah, okay.
We do derbies without violence.
Yeah.
And one country is enough of a distance.
It's the same island at least.
Yeah.
At least one that,
I think taking cooking advice from a Frenchman is a good idea.
Yeah.
Football advice from an Englishman, I don't know.
Wow.
We're like, here he is. Here's the next guest up. We're like always the bridesmaid, never the bride. English football, which is why it's so nice to be part of Auckland FC because we're winning the game.
Yeah,
we're winning the games every week. We win the games.
Definitely a different turn of events.
All right, Jackie boy, we're going to bump you off. We've got a superstar of Sky Sports on next.
Rock and roll.
Here he goes.
By huge demand.
Here he goes. Back by popular demand.
Back by popular demand for sure. Here he comes.
Here he is, Blair boy.
Oh, Blair.
Hey, mate. When we walk.
How you doing? You must be pumped.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was on the train ride over with the Port boys. And, you know, we're a little bit there. Looked like we're going to have a couple of derailments.
Yeah.
But, we got there in the end.
Yeah, it's like Tyler Street, isn't it, where it starts? And...
Yep. Tyler Street.
What was wrong with the trains? They weren't going to have to put the bus replacement on, were they? Or
no, that's further down the line.
Oh, yeah.
They're developing that. So, yeah.
But I think most Aucklanders can sympathise with you there when it comes to getting on the train and a bit further down the line, that's for sure.
What's the vibe with the Port today? What's the plan? What's happening right now, Blair?
They're pumping, man. They're ready for another. They've made it ready to make it a whitewash 3-0. You know, the energy's high. Yeah, you know, 5 points clear at the top, looking to make it 8.
Yeah.
I mean, the team is like, I mean, we've been talking right from before the season. Like, you know, and I don't think any of us could really believe to say that we were going to do this well. I mean, we hoped for an amazing season, but really, definitely 5 points.
Yeah, I figured, you know, like we'd have a good run to the playoffs or something, but you know, we've completely exceeded my expectations. And especially with how good we've been defensively. You know, like it takes a while for defenses to sort of gel normally, but they just got straight into it. And yeah, best defense in the league.
We've already qualified for the playoffs, essentially. Like, well, Robbie was saying about 36 points is good.
One more win.
One more is
39 points.
No doubt.
Is no team has missed out on playoffs for 39 points.
No team's missed out on playoffs 39 points.
It's 39. So
So we're a win away.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that to Nick. Nick would definitely no complaint. We just have the CEO.
You can't say that to the players. Or
no complacency.
Exactly.
Keep as it is. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's it. What an achievement. Getting already in the playoff. Well, practically.
Yeah, we're thereabouts. And it's kind of my thoughts already turned into the playoffs. Like that's what I'm like, wow, like we could have a semi-final, and if we finish top, it'll be here, right? And if we get all the way to the final, we finish top, it will also be here at Mount Smart.
Yeah, exactly.
What an occasion that would be for the city.
But you can see how important it is to finish top, though, to have that, to keep playing at home, having those home ties. I imagine there's a stat somewhere that if you play at home in the finals, your chances of winning the whole thing are probably pretty.
I'm not sure about that.
I
imagine home advantage is good in the finals.
Yeah. Like the thing with finishing top of the table in the regular season is if you win your semi-final, that's 2/3 of your games are at home.
Yeah.
So like 2 good results will win you the title.
Yeah. So it's good. I was just having a look at the just seeing if the lineups have come through yet. They haven't come through, but what do you think? Pretty much.
I've seen
pretty much as they play.
I'll have a look now.
I think usually it's an hour before, isn't it? Or
Sorry?
It's an hour before, isn't it?
Yeah, Rob said an hour before.
Yeah.
But they're going to pretty much go.
I reckon Matamai up top, probably Moreno Rogerson out wide, then Brimmer Verstraete in midfield now that he's off the suspension.
Yeah.
And then just stock standard back 4.
Same as the 4 and the goalie at the back.
Who's in with Verstraete?
Brimmer,
yeah.
Yeah, Galagos has been a bit unlucky, hasn't he? But I think Brimmer...
He's always good. Galagos comes in.
Yeah, Brimmer's more capable when it comes to breaking down with defensive teams.
Yeah.
Galagos is good when, we're away from home. Yeah. We're looking to be a bit more defensive, a bit more aggressive in defence.
I think Verstraete, if he wins the ball, he looks up. Brimmer's going to be the guy that's going to find the space, gives him the ball.
Yeah, and Brimmer's at his best when he has time to put his head up. That's sort of what he struggled with early on in the season was putting his head up, being able to find a pass so high up the field. But in that deeper role, he's just able to just have a look around and just scan and hang it.
And we've talked about the 9 and 10 is working really well with Mata and Mike.
Yeah, very complimentary.
It's taken him, Corica off the season, but you can see it, can't you? It's there.
Yeah, like they're 2 very complimentary players. I've championed that pairing since I think round 3 it was.
Yeah, right.
And I've been vindicated.
We're on the podcast, Steve.
It's all there in black and white,
Nice drop a port, subscribe, and we'll be there.
That's right. So, what's your plans for today? You've been out printing some things on the chairs. You say?
They were setting up the tifo.
What's happening with that?
Well, it's there. I can't say much more than that, unfortunately.
Right, it's kind of,
I might not get invited back.
Hush. Yeah, of course.
And the march is happening nowish or about 4 o'clock?
When I think the port are turning up now.
Is this looks like the port coming in? No,
no, it's just another group. They shouldn't be too far away though, because
here's a question, right? When we say the port, it's almost like this word Kiwi has been used for like a fruit and a country and a bird. Now we revert to the port, right?
Yeah.
The port's a section where we sit.
Yeah.
Or is it a group of people? Or is it both?
It's both, eventually, I believe the plan is that they're going to build a new stadium, whatnot, and the people will move there and we'll still be the port there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm part of the port. I mean, I don't go on a march. I don't do anything other than sit in Bay 21. Well, no, of course I don't sit there. I stand there and like.
Good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Nice save.
Come on. Yeah. We're live.
And like the age-old question, this is really granular, but like there's been a big push to have everyone at 21, 22. Hold on.
And 23.
23 either side. Or 22 is
having them all standing.
21 and 23 standing today.
Yeah. Yeah, because the last couple of games we managed to get most of them standing, but there has been the
It's always fringe though. It always looks like fringe.
Yes, like that's what I mean. Like because people get in there before the port and they sit down, they settle in, and then it's sort of like then the port bay 22 fills up, there's a spill over, and then you're left with a mix of people standing and a mix of people sitting, and
it's always a big push to get into 22.
Yeah. I believe it was the Melbourne City home. For about 8 of the rows were doubled up.
Yeah, I was in the Port Melbourne City home. It was cramped.
Yeah.
It was really cramped.
Yeah. I just see a time where hopefully just that whole stand, the whole stand from left
Well, I
to right
imagine when they eventually build the stadium, they'll have proper standing sections with the railings and all that.
100%.
And I imagine that's probably the way that they are going to look to go with that.
Good question for Nick, actually, really. I think.
If we had a purpose-built stadium, we'd have a standing area.
So I believe the place they're targeting currently is Western Springs, over by the Speedway there.
Yeah, controversial though.
Yeah.
Of course. The Speedway people won't like that.
Yeah.
They don't like.
I'm reluctant to go there. Yeah, with
Plastic Speedway people though.
Yeah, those
anything that isn't cars, they boo.
Those mechanic types. They're usually quite big, strong lads. Really, I don't think I'm going to mention the Speedway. They're not going to be there anymore. And
move on from the Speedway. Before you go, Blair, what's been the highlight so far this year, mate? If you could pick one amazing Auckland FC, really.
Wellington away, Jake Brimmer chipping the keeper from 6 yards out.
Yeah.
To put us up 1-0.
Yeah.
89th minute, and then Lewis Toomey, the Wellington reject, getting the assist to double it up.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much better than that.
We were talking about the best goal so far this season. What do you think? I don't know if you listen.
I think most people would say my versus Western United, but I think my versus City.
Yeah, okay. See, I think Brimmer against. Is there?
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah.
In front of I always forget the team. In front of the sources.
Central Coast.
Central Coast. I just think technically that was brilliant. 100% right. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. But like teamwork, like the setup for that my goal against that City one, Matter making the run to pin the centre backs back, and then my just curling it in. That's second for me.
It's amazing. I think I read somewhere that he's only scored something like the best he's done is like 6 goals a season.
I know his best season was 12.
Oh, okay, right.
It was 12 and 27, so it's like a decent return for a striker.
Yeah, okay, well that's fair.
Yeah,
I mean, because
it was over in the Uruguayan league. I think it was.
But again, Matt's giving him more space.
Yeah, exactly.
When the two started playing to get it all just really clicked, I thought.
Because the thing is, Brimmer and because they're so similar, they both drop back.
Yeah,
the centre backs would just step up and push them down. But like I said with that my goal, you see Matta, he makes that run in.
No, he naturally
and he pins those centre backs.
Yeah, he's got it naturally. You can see that he just wants to do it. Yeah, I think now he's reluctant.
Here he is. More of the Port boys. We can actually see the march of the Port.
Yep,
it's actually starting right up on the hill. I don't know, Blair. You probably can't see it from there. We've sent our roving reporter up there. Probably can't see.
Oh, brilliant!
We're going to cut to him anyway. Here we come back to us, Blair. Got another Blair here. All right, before we cut away, prediction for the game quickly.
Yeah,
4-0 Auckland.
4-0 Auckland.
I tell you, that's actually probably been the most common prediction. Yeah. You've had plenty of people come through.
Yeah, I don't see Wellington best case scenario for Wellington is like a 1-0.
Yeah, I was just
if they get lucky, they'll be able to close us down.
Yeah.
But I just think we've got everyone back.
Yeah.
They've only just started getting some players back. Haynes only just got his first minutes in.
Yeah.
Sutton's out, so they lose that out on the left. So.
No, I agree. I think we had a Wellington fan say 1-0. Yeah, that kind of game. Yeah.
All right. Well, you can see we're cutting to the Port who are arriving. You're going to go and join them, Blair, and get involved.
I will do, mate.
It wouldn't be a Port march without you, buddy. Appreciate you coming on, bro. All right.
Thanks, mate.
We'll see you again soon, buddy.
Yeah.
Get in there. Game up the Port. Here he goes. Our very own Blair.
So we've got like a commentary.
All right. So as you can see on the screen, we're calling Jack. You're on mute, Jack. You're on mute. He's filming. Here we go.
This is brilliant.
Here we go. We'll just. I think we need to be on the stage to be talking. But just to let you know, we're down here at Lilyworld, Mount Smart Stadium. We're only an hour and 14 minutes now until this game's going to kick off. It's Wellington Phoenix here at Mount Smart against Auckland FC. The Port, who is the hardcore active support. Here we go, buddy. Come. See you, man. Come.
You can tell us what's going on.
Yeah, well,
everything's
going on.
Are they moving at the right speed? Are they?
It's beautiful.
Are they doing the right things? Always.
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you, man. Yeah.
So yeah.
Have we got him? Is he?
So what are you up to today? Are you going to go on the march, or do you do this march? Because these guys are going to go all the way around, eh?
Yeah. So I'll jump in once they get through, and then once I finish with this. But yeah, join the march and show these Arlington people
what it's all about.
Football teams.
Yeah, love it.
We haven't caught up with you for a while.
Yeah.
Like, how has it been? I mean, like, what a bloody roller coaster and perfect case scenario all season. You know?
Yeah, 100%. Like, who would have thought the debut season, top of the table, 5 points clear?
Yeah.
I think 5 points, right? 5
points. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And only 2 losses, but we've had the ups and downs. But yeah, to be honest, I thought starting off being a new team, we wouldn't do that well. But
well, that was always the worry, wasn't it?
We had no idea how good our players would be.
You throw them together. What are you going to get? You don't know. I worried that. I worried that they were just going to shove them together, and it was going to take a bit of a slow start. I mean, we were talking to Nick, the CEO, Nick Becker, and I think that kind of went through his mind. But it's just been
pretty good.
It's been ideal.
Yeah.
I know. It's just brilliant.
And it's really cool. We have quite a lot of Kiwi players as well, like a good mixture. Kiwis and internationals all into the group. Got the young boys as well.
Yeah.
It's just
it's a definite. I mean, after talking to him, that was definitely we want to obviously try and bring in the best players we can, but we've got to have a Kiwi, a core that people can get behind, which I think is massively important. Yeah,
100%. And I think it's brought such a good spark to Auckland as well. It's like a city.
Yeah.
Like, I live 45 minutes away from the CBD.
Okay.
And I was watching a football match at a cafe with one of my friends just randomly. It was United versus Tottenham.
Yeah.
So, and an older lady said, "Oh, is this Auckland FC?" And I was just like, "Oh no, it's United." But it's
right.
Yeah.
That just shows you.
Yeah. So
I just sit here some weekends and think, what would these guys be doing now if this club hadn't have been invented this season? I feel like it's all part of our weekends now and our lives.
Yeah, that's what's great.
100%. And we're just bored. Like we're
just bored.
Yeah, your thumbs. Right, devil makes work of our hands. I think they say.
And you just show how much how football's like the world's most common language. If you see how passionate everyone's into it, it's bringing different cultures together.
Yeah.
Auckland's such a diverse place. It's just so good to see,
I tell you, the best thing that I've seen, I was going to probably say this for maybe podcast, but it doesn't really matter over here, is there's a lad that runs around at my daughter's school in the playground playing football with his mates.
Yeah.
And he's always worn a Man City shirt.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's got on the back of it, some who knows player that's got paid a ridiculous amount of money. And then just all of a sudden, that's gone. He's got an Auckland football shirt on.
Yes, there we go.
And I just thought, that's it.
Well, there's going to be a greater connection for Kiwis and I've lived here 17 years. I'm a Kiwi. When you can get in your car or jump on a bus and go to a football match, the connection that builds.
Well, we're put together. I mean, we know each other. But I'm talking to you about something. Yeah, football it's more than just the game.
It's more than the game.
We're going to share everything on that pitch. We score, we concede, we send off, everything. We're going to go through it all together.
100%. I mean, wars are solved because of football.
Yeah,
they've been
I tell you what,
as well. They've been put on hold.
That's the title. That's the title.
Although football did start a war in El Salvador.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I forget the other country. I feel terrible.
Anyone out there?
But it spurred and this is terrible history. About a 16-day war, I think.
Right.
It's known as the 16-day war. That's totally made up. It's a day. It's a number of days. but it started with the football.
Right. Okay, so that's the rebuttal, right? I still feel football has still done.
Anyone on the
Still done
comments?
more.
I realise we haven't even been reading the comments.
I do,
Anyone listening, please Google.
4-0. Yeah. It's just all 4-0.
It's all 4-0's the prediction
4-0.
today. Are you 4-0 as well?
4-0 and Tommy Smith 2 foot trooper. That's my prediction.
I think the betting players are going to start calling off the 4-0. I think they're going to start putting a stop to that to that bet. I think it's just all bets are off.
Got back to our roving reporter.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's right down there. I think it's back in the bar now.
Oh yeah.
But all right. Well, we'll let you get on, mate, and go and get involved in the march. Enjoy the game.
Thanks, mate.
Beautiful to see you.
Great to see you, mate.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Well, we almost.
I don't know whether we can hear Jack. I don't think we can hear him.
It's close to team news. If that just fills a little gap there, but where is he? Is he there? I don't know.
Wow!
Someone's not just walking around with your phone.
It is.
It's not actually.
We can't see him.
If he was somewhere else where you might be able to recognise my voice, he could have easily had his iPhone taken away and someone's walking around.
Oh, let's hope not. It's about. And what I love about it down here is all sorts of different people.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we've lived here same amount of time, 17 years. And I feel like, you know, you go to the Warriors, you know who's going to be there, right?
Yeah.
You go to the Auckland Blues. I went to the Auckland Blues this week. Oh,
yeah.
Empty
right.
stadium.
We won't hold that against you. Yeah,
Empty
that's right.
stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, they were playing the Chiefs. I mean, no offense, Auckland Blues.
But surely my rugby's not particularly great. That's the game, isn't it, though? Isn't that a fairly...
That's our game.
That's Hamilton, isn't it? That's Hamilton v Auckland.
You know, it's the Chiefs. It's the big
Yeah,
derby.
that should be
the same as this today.
Yeah.
And I don't want to bag on rugby, but I feel, I mean, even with the news that Dan Carter's mugged the rugby off.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
There's a headline.
Yeah, that's right.
Dan Carter mugs the rugby off.
He knows where his bread's buttered.
Down at the football
side. Yeah.
You know,
his kids are right in it.
Kids are in. I mean, and the kids, they're up here every week. They won't want to be watching the All Blacks.
No, he wants it.
You know,
exactly. He needs it. You want to be here. It's football, isn't it?
This is where it's at.
It's the world's game.
The prime minister, PM's down.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're listening, Chris.
Oh, hold on, is Chris putting any comments on? Hold on.
If you want to jump in,
no.
Maybe he's one of these commenters. I've heard where some podcasters people comment that under is it an alias? They don't like to.
We've got a few. I mean, a few of the comments on the chat.
It's all positive, isn't it?
The wife's on. Great stuff.
Here it is. It's all 3-0, 4-0.
Yeah, 3-0, 4-0.
Phoenix are getting.
Phoenix getting battered like fish and chips.
Perfect.
Nice.
I keep saying on about it, but it must be team news pretty quick.
Team news coming through very shortly, but we're expecting Nando to be in the middle.
Yeah.
I think it's important that he plays A's.
Yeah.
You know, with Dan Hall out.
Sets the tone.
Otherwise, what do you do? Guy over to the middle with Nando?
No.
Because he played up at Western, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played. Yeah, I think someone.
Just when they have an injury, you know.
This is where we're screaming out for Robbie here with the what's happened and coming.
We've got Jackie Boys coming back here. Now, Jack's. We were just flowing with the pictures. We couldn't hear you, but
Michael T, I realised that at a later stage I had myself on mute.
Yeah, it's a minor issue.
But I have, if some of your eagle eye listeners could spot in, I actually exclusive here on Nice Drop Report. Wayne Brown was in the port.
No way.
Wow.
Wayne Brown.
There we go.
And he was loving it. He was singing along.
Was he?
He knows the songs.
He's all in.
He knows the songs. There we go. The mayor of Auckland is here. The Prime Minister of New Zealand is here. Dan Carter's switched from the rugby to the
Prime
football.
Minister's here.
Prime Minister's here.
It's all exclusive.
What do you make of the march? I mean, I'm surprised you didn't get carried away, and because these guys go right around the stadium, mate.
Around, I think
they go around the back.
They go around the back or around the inside?
They come out into the stadium and they go right around the whole ground.
Ooh.
And they loop all the way around, sing the songs.
Well, I mean, I could potentially have got swept up, but I don't have a ticket to get inside.
Yeah, well, the ticket's on the phone. The
It
ticket's on
must
the
be
phone.
really difficult though. Like surely you could just get easily swept in there.
I just put my arm around Wayne Brown. I'm like, yeah,
it's all right. It's the mayor of Auckland. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Where's Tory Fano though? That's the question.
Where is Tory Fano?
Where
are you? Wellington.
I love that.
We've had a few of them on, the Phoenix fans. The thoughts are that they're going to get battered today. Like, was that the thoughts up at the port that Phoenix going to get battered?
I think the vibe in the port was, yes, battered they will be. But I was quite impressed with this port. It was like, it is strange to see something so orchestrated, but it was quite a good energy, I must say. They're all singing along, having a good time.
Yeah.
No signs of violence.
No signs of violence.
Well, actually, there was a guy did kind of jump at Wayne Brown for a second and like kind of swing it. He looked like a bit of a Antifa kind of.
Maybe next time we can have some kind of like tracker on the map. We can see the port and we can see the yellow fever. And we can just track them on a map, see where they're.
Give them like an Apple Air tag.
A bit of air.
Well, I'm wondering whether Phoenix will come in on this entrance or whether they'll go. They may come in at the other one.
What? It's who knows.
Great job letting us know that Wayne Brown was there. It would have been better getting an interview.
I tried to track him down afterwards, but.
And does he have minders? Is it that sort of vibe?
No, he didn't.
It's not the time of the deep. It's not that deep.
This is still New Zealand.
I love
going to say.
I love this country, man.
I just don't think really people. Yeah. Even if they recognise him, it's yeah.
I mean, I kind of half think if we put a bit more effort in, we could have had Chris Luxon down here.
Oh, probably. You know? He would have had a few minders.
Call to the comms team at the Beehive and
So, how much longer are we going for? Should I try and find anyone vaguely famous, a B, C, or E celebrity?
I think we would love to have a New Zealand famous person. I mean, we know that's the full alphabet.
Yeah.
The full, even if it's a Shortland Street kind of character that was maybe a lower impact character, you know,
someone that's going to come on.
Someone that's going to come on.
A remote extra.
But if you don't see any famous face, I mean, we probably just have a little look.
Yeah.
Any famous faces in?
Nah.
This feels a bit too hard now to go and find more people.
Yeah, it would be a tough act.
Oh, we're real close to the team news, and like the vibe is a big win for Auckland today. This is the vibe.
Well, I mean, so this is why I don't think I'm a very good sports supporter, because I kind of want Phoenix to just fuck them up, just so because
okay,
Auckland FC
like a bit more.
They
overconfident, maybe.
Is this the yellow fever? Is this the yellow? Yellow fever's here,
and we're back.
All right, we want predictions for the game. We've sort of had you.
Yeah.
More predictions for the game.
1-0.
A tight 1-0.
2-1 win.
2-1 win. Phoenix. No, you're on the camera side. There's the camera there. 2-0.
Yeah, definitely a 2-1 Auckland FC.
Okay, I'll do it. That's it. Yeah, he can come again.
We're asking for a prediction, mate, not a.
Is it true though? Is it true that everywhere they go, the Phoenix get battered? Is that true?
Isn't it? Didn't your fiance leave you?
She's on the podcast.
We're alive. That's crazy.
1-0 Phoenix. 2-1 Phoenix.
2-1 Phoenix. 2-1 Phoenix. I think these boys are confident. Well done. Good luck for the game, lads. Good luck for the game.
That's right.
Smash it up. Smash it.
Love it.
All right, back. We've switched mics, but all right. It's been a experience just putting a live podcast on.
Wow,
Matthew. I mean,
I'm sure people at home have noticed that we've done this many times.
Yeah,
this isn't our first time.
No, it's not the first time, but first time from a physical location.
It is
in the same space.
Yeah.
You know, you
love it.
You are the Olympic flame.
I am. I know.
Never go out.
I know. I'm heavily medicated. I hope that hasn't come across on the camera. But I'm trying to keep a look at my clock. I'm starting to buzz. I think that means something.
I love the fact the glasses have been on all the way through as well.
You know what? It just got towards the end. I was about to say to you, do you think I should take my glasses off?
Yeah. No.
I think you've been on for 2 hours.
It's very Oasis, eh? Very.
Yeah. I was thinking of having the microphone there, but I resisted.
All right. I don't know. I think we're going to stay on here to get the team news. Matt, do you want to have a little look at the team news?
I've looked.
And we've got roving reporter Jack.
I'm looking.
Live. Let's have a little see if we can hear him. He's looking for the Wellington Phoenix. Yellow fever arriving in the stadium. Let's have a little look.
Not yet. I'm looking for anyone. First look for anyone slightly famous.
What have we got, Jack?
Anyone recognisable?
Oh, that's right. He's looking for someone famous. I've missed the. Here he goes. Anyone famous?
Oh my God! Had a nice drop of ball.
Oh, there is.
Oh, right, yeah.
Famous
That might be us. Yeah. Is that about as good as it's going to get?
All right, man. Let's go on and get this team. Let's get this team news lined up.
Out yet. I haven't, unless I'm on the wrong site. I've got no lineup yet.
What sort of time do you like to get to your seat before a game, Matt? When you go to a game?
Well,
what's your preference? I mean,
if history goes, unfortunately, I was the son of a person that would almost come in almost at the last minute, which really kind of used to irate me a little bit. So I'd say when I got older and I was allowed to walk to the ground, I'd say about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
I don't like to get. I love going in when the crowd's full. You know, I love it.
And there's and also there's lots of really cool places you can be. Usually at most grounds, you're getting drinks in the atmosphere.
Well, this ground is quite unusual, as we talked before, because it's kind of stuff for the kids.
Yeah.
Down the other end.
Yeah.
Up this end, it feels very much like a drinking. I mean, you're not a drinker, man, but
I'm not. No,
you'd be hard pushed to like drink and not drink today. It's kind of
I don't think there's many in my club here, but I think that's what's good about Auckland, though. I think again, other football teams, I think if they had a lot more going on at the ground and they had good drink and they had good beer and they had things to do and things to see, a lot more people are going to turn up earlier and spend the money at the club.
I tell you what's happened with this team. What's been good is it's been over summertime.
Yeah,
and I know we at the beginning of the season we were like, because we're not A-League people, we're like, how are they going to have a football season
in the middle of summer?
In the middle of summer.
It's working though.
But
it's like a World Cup though.
It's like, you're right, it's got a World Cup feel for us for the Northern Hemisphere.
We used to pack into the bars. I don't know what the latest craze was. Cider with ice. That came and went and came again. And it's never come back. There's always there's always something. But yeah, that's what it feels like. And that's why you're going to come down. You get to talk to people and get the atmosphere. This is great though. Being so close to the ground. It's awesome. It's very good.
We got just under an hour to go. And we're waiting for some team news, and then we'll probably let Sky Sports take over.
Yeah.
But if you're not watching, I don't know if there's any tickets for sale. I think Nick Becker said 27,090 is the expected attendance, which is the largest in-season attendance at a football match. I mean, what does that mean? It means that it's a bit friendly, or what?
International
must
maybe.
I think you did mention it.
I imagine like
it feels like a long time ago that Nick sat here.
Yeah.
But it also feels a long time ago since we started this podcast.
It does, yeah. I'm only half as well.
Has he got anyone on?
We're a bit of the half.
Anyone famous coming on? I feel like the famous New Zealand people, they sneak around,
Yeah. Is anybody that kind of looks like somebody that's famous?
Nah, I don't think so.
Would that be able to?
I don't think so.
Here we go. Oh. Spot the celeb. All right. Great for people though that couldn't make it.
Great for people who can't make it.
Watching it.
If you haven't been able to make it down, it is a wonderful occasion. Like you just have so many people just getting out and enjoying the summer. I feel like it's the end of summer as well. My what do you call those big plants that grow and the yellow things come out the top? I'm terrible with plants. Is that not a daffodil? I've got them all over the garden.
Flower.
It's not a sunflower. They grow like weeds, bro.
Oh, daffodil.
And they come out. It's bright yellow. They grow about this high.
Dandelion.
Nah.
Who'd have thought we'd have anybody in the comments?
Geraniums.
Geranium.
Anyone put in the comments?
In the comments.
Of course.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, bright flowers. Bright flowers. Now they're dead. Tomatoes are dying. We're at the end of summer.
Yeah.
It will never be. What I'm trying to say is, it's the derby.
This is it.
27 degrees.
Yeah.
This is peak summer.
But
in New Zealand,
we could really top it off. We get to the finals. We get to the final. This is going to be. I
reckon we need to try and get back here for the grand final.
Of course.
If we make the grand final,
got a crank.
We'll come back and do a live potty.
Oh, for sure.
And
who can we get?
Take it out.
Yeah. Should be able to get a few more.
I reckon. Unless there's some team news, we're going to log off and enjoy the day because, like I said, we've had a few helpers up here today helping us out, which has been wonderful. And also, I'm pretty knackered myself. Feel like a relax.
I can feel the sun just kind of coming over as well.
The sun's coming now. The ginger's going to have to hide soon.
It's going to hit us right in the face.
I think final predictions from you and I.
Yeah. In terms of the football.
Yeah, in terms of the football,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think Jack's going to find a famous person. He's looking. I think it's going to be. I think there are going to be goals today.
Right.
I'd love to see at least 4 goals.
Yeah.
Whether they'll all be, I wouldn't mind a bit more of a nail biter, you know?
Yeah, well, that's what I think.
Imagine the tension in there.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's 2-2 going into the final.
Yeah.
Time.
Or, you know, Auckland concede early, half-time they're 1-0 down. Auckland come back quite well.
We're drama llamas. We want the drama.
I'm thinking 2-1. 2-1 they score first.
2-1 Auckland.
Yeah, they score first.
I'm gonna go a 3-2 win.
Whoa, that's even better.
Yeah, it's 2-2. Final minutes. I'll go our mate Tommy Smith. Tommy.
That'd be great.
Nut it in.
And he'd have to come on and talk about it.
He'd love it, eh? He'd love it.
Talk about what he did.
He'd love it. All right, nice job of Port. We have been live at Lilyworld Stadium for the derby. It's been bloody awesome to go live in person. And if you have watched, if you've enjoyed us, always give us a like, give us a subscribe, and enjoy the derby.
Thank you very much.
Up the Ports. All right, see you later. See you later, people.